Can we go on to the next voting statement, which is takes us back to the talent pool, which we've spoken about, and the statement is the current talent pool is fully able to maximise the growth opportunity in private wealth management. What do we think about this statement? So I think that's telling us that we really feel that there's a long way to go in really developing and getting our talent pool up to scratch. And you made a very good point earlier about the incentivization issue. And I know, Celine, you said to me before, this focus on net new money, is that really helping us to drive change and what's required in the industry?
No, not at all. I think the current bonus incentive scheme is just too outdated because the share of wallet, of course, is very different. And just based on the example that I mentioned earlier with someone finding another wealth management advisor on an app, a lot of clients actually use that to potentially just test the services and offering from a different competitor. So that shall not be forgotten, that it's a client's personal choice to be or stay with the bank.
Seb, what's your view particularly on this? I know you have a view.
Well, firstly, this explains why I had a louder clap at the start than I had at the finish of my speech. I did notice, by the way. No, I think, compensation, there's lots of Californian hugging moments here where we could say it's all about fulfillment. People do things for free, or they'll be paid less if they just feel good about life. And that's all very well, but our reaction in the industry has been, if someone's unhappy, pay them more. Or let's reward someone for quantity of assets, not quality of assets. We as a culture have to reconnect with what is our business, what are the profit drivers, what's the value, and then how do we take that to market. That's why I cited those firms at the end that I think are interesting either disruptors or constructors. Let's use Lemonade. If you haven't heard of Lemonade, it's an insurance business in the US. I'm glad Celine knows it. I almost invested in it. But the philosophy behind it is give back. Right? So you become a community client. As a client, you're cooperative. You give your funds to get insurance. It's all the other things that you want, which is quick insurance. But at the end of the year, when the profits are there, there's a certain component of the profits is then returned to society. And you as a customer have a role in that give back. Now, we should be doing that in an employment environment too. Right? Not at the sort of CSR level where you as an employee sitting in a corporate institution, I ran a global business, but then when we became part of Aon, I could see it. I had no connection to the give back. Whereas when we were running it with our own teams, we actually said, okay, so we've got this year, X number, we're going to distribute, but we're going to distribute together. The times I would get back from the employees saying, that made me stay. I was like, okay, great. I mean, it made me stay too. It's important philosophically. I just don't feel we pay lip service to how we remunerate individuals and how we connect it to the rest of their lives. But we're not delivering against that. And that's why there are so many disruptor and early stage businesses evolving, because they're trying to do something slightly different. We need to listen to that. And it isn't just pay more if someone's unhappy.